Cardano, folks, we have big news. Supreme Sovereign Charles Hoskinson has said that he is going to leave Cardano temporarily, but maybe permanently as well. He says Cardano is in a good position. It's finally decentralized. It can operate without him. Now, the loss of Charles, if he quits permanently, obviously would impact Cardano's price, and it is dropping a little bit more now than most other cryptos, although it's not reached any kind of critical stage. He also signaled that he's going to be leaving for a mission, and this mission could be kind of dangerous and poses the risk of death. And people have been speculating on what this deadly mission could possibly be. I think he did tweet from a helicopter, and some people are speculating that he's been tweeting about like Mount Everest and how he's going to climb Mount Everest. Now, that is indeed a dangerous mission, and you have to be in top physical condition to try to climb Mount Everest. In fact, most climbers have a training ground either in the Colorado Rockies, and then they graduate to like a place like Denali in Alaska before they try to attempt to climb Everest. Fun fact, most people die on Everest because there are idiots that try to climb Everest that aren't actually ready. And like those other guys literally won't come down the mountain because they're afraid to climb down like a set of stairs or whatever. And people just die waiting their turn because there's such high oxygen and like the brain can't actually stand that high of those low oxygen levels for very long. So most people don't die because of their own foolishness. They die because they climb after they're in with a bunch of people that are actually ready to climb Everest. So Charles, I don't think is in peak physical condition. At least he doesn't seem like it, to actually climb Mount Everest. Maybe he's taking that Black Hawk helicopter to the top of Everest, which also would be very dangerous. There are better speculations that he's only going to be going to base camp, which is still 17,500 feet up. That's not nearly as dangerous, and it takes a 10 to 12 day trek from the nearest town, climbing about 3,000 feet to get to base camp. Now, obviously, it's a much, much bigger deal if he tries to ascend Everest, and people do die. There's about over 300 bodies on Mount Everest from people who fail to climb. So Charles might be thinking he's going to retire from Cardano temporarily, but obviously, if he dies, he's retiring from Cardano permanently and also retiring from life. So it depends what he's actually tweeting at. If he's just going to base camp, very little risk of death. If he's actually climbing Mount Everest, the risk of death goes much higher. And you know what? Because he's important to my bag, I don't want him to actually kick the bucket. I guess like if Cardano super pumps, I sell all my snack, and then he goes to Mount Everest and gets pwned. Whatever. Loss, but we can actually accept it. Right now, though, I want him alive so my bag can pump. On the other hand, if they burn his tokens, if he falls off a cliff somewhere, maybe that's worth it. We don't know, and we can only guess. What do you think he's actually thinking? Is he actually going to climb Everest, or is he just blowing hot air? So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.